Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new episode of this Arizona Cardinals franchise here in Madden 21. But first things first, before we get started, this episode is going to be a little bit of a weird one. It is 2 games, but the reason for that is because the first game I went through, I recorded it, I played, I did everything, and then as soon as I clicked stop recording, for some reason the file just disappeared off of my laptop. Thankfully, I hadn't left the in-game screen just yet, so I was able to go into replay mode afterwards, click on the highlights, and go over every single big scoring play that has happened in that entire game. Alright, it really sucks because it was one of the more interesting games that we've had in this entire season. Arguably game of the season for us so far, but hey, nothing I can do about it now. Thankfully, we had this low replay mode. I'm not great at maneuvering it, I'm not gonna lie. It looks kind of crappy, but hey, what can you do? That's our first game against the Raiders, and the second game, as you guys can see, is against the Seattle Seahawks. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what that Raiders game would have looked like. So it started with Derek Carr after a field goal, put them up 3-0, looking for the end zone. He goes and he slings it to none other than Henry Ruggs, who just runs into the end zone untouched to make it, I think, 10-0. And then right here, again, they make another big play. Kyler just couldn't hang on to the football to save his life in this game. I don't know what it was with him, but he was just making bad play after bad play. He tried to redeem himself just a little bit by sprinting into the end zone here and putting us on the board, but he didn't do a great job. Right here, though, Isaiah Simmons comes up big, like he always does, and gets one of his patented pick sixes that I swear he gets so many of throughout this entire series. And then right here, looking for the end zone, Carr. Oh my god, that is why Henry Ruggs is just such a cheat code in Madden. I mean, you can't teach speed, and having a player that has that 96, 97, even 98, I don't know what Ruggs' speed rating is just, it's overpowered. I don't know what else to say. Right here, DeAndre Hopkins gets it right back on the little slant route for the touchdown. And again, we're threatening to score. Slings it. It's Mark Andrews in the end zone. Hangs onto the football and makes this a really, really close game. I'll have to go back and make sure that I have all the scores right. I will put them on the screen so you guys should be able to see what the score is at every point in this little replay thing. And right here again, oh my god, Kyler, hang on to the football. You have one job. Just don't fumble. And that is the second time that this man has just scooped it and ran all the way back into the end zone. Right here, we had a chance. I think it was 35-30, I want to say. I might be wrong about that, but we threw a pick. I thought the game was over, but they missed a field goal, and we get the ball, and here we are making plays. Kyler slings it to Christian Kirk up the sideline, who takes it to around the 20, and then right here on the slant, it's none other than DeAndre Hopkins, who takes us inside the 5-yard line, and for the game-sealing touchdown, Hopkins catches it 2 feet down, ball in his possession. And that's how we take the lead. These were the last 2 plays of the game. That one gets batted down. And the actual final play, nothing happens. So that's how we go. That's how we did it. We absolutely balled out that game. I mean, there were a lot of mistakes on our part, but that was just a brief rundown of how it went down. Now time for the actual game that you guys get to see this episode. No replay bullshit, nothing like that. Here it is against the Seahawks. This game has a lot riding on it, I'm not gonna lie to you. Right there, that was a terrible play by the user, myself obviously. DK makes a catch that he absolutely does not deserve one bit. Right here on 3rd and 6, they go for the screen, but I sniffed that out from a mile away, and a terrible block by this terrible O-line, and because of that, they are forced to settle for just 3 points. But like I was saying, this game has a lot of major implications for the rest of the season, because right now, we are sitting at a record of about 8-3, and so are the San Francisco 49ers, if I do remember correctly. And on top of that, so are the Seattle Seahawks. So I might be wrong about the Niners having the same record about it as us. Don't quote me on that. But I do know that the Seahawks and us both have the same record, and currently they hold the tiebreaker over us because of that game earlier in the season, which I don't even want to talk about. That's the same one where we missed a 2-yard field goal early in the game and end up losing by 3 points. So, yeah, that's how that one ended. But because of that, since we're both at 8-3 and they had that tiebreaker, they are currently the first seed in the NFC, and the division leaders. So if we win this game, we would obviously improve to 9-3, and they would be dropped down to 8-4, giving us sole possession of, guess what, the number 1 seed in the NFC. And right there, Christian Kirk is doing his best to make sure that we do get that number 1 seed. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being in the wild card, having to fight for a spot just because of random BS. This Seahawks team, I'm not a fan, alright? I don't like the Seahawks team one bit, and it's because of BS like that. Just throwing across his body. Russell Wilson can do literally anything he wants in this game, and there's nothing we can do about it. If someone's open on the court, the field, excuse me, the field, not the court, he will find them, and it doesn't matter where in the pocket he is. Right here on 3rd and 5, Chris Carson with the hell of a move that puts them back ahead with that little stutter step, and now it is 10-7. Right here on 1st and 10, scanning the field, Kirk on the slant. Hey, that's the bread and butter of this offense, man. They cannot stop him out of the slot, and he already has 50 yards and a receiving touchdown in this game. Again, right here on the little drag route, just to pick up those couple of extra yards that we needed for the first down. And here on 1st and 10, going with the little read option, and Kyler read it perfectly, gets to the outside and picks up the first down to the 28-yard line now. Here on 3rd and 10, looking to keep the drive alive. He has space on the right side, and you've got to be kidding me. I don't know how they bust that contain so wide open, and he is able to scramble for around 11 on the play and give us that first. And right here on 1st and 10, oh my god, Kenyon Drake just runs right through somebody, and I mean that literally, not in the normal sense where somebody trucked him. No, he genuinely, his legs were clipping straight through the man's head. So yeah, right there, DeAndre Hopkins gets another touchdown, makes it 14-10, and this is just the danger of playing a cover 2 against a team like this. They like to go for those Hail Mary home run plays. They like to throw deep, and they have a man with the arm for it, and they have a couple of receivers with the talent for it as well, and Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. Right here on 2nd and 2, again looking, it's a little slants play, and he makes the smart decision, just dumping it off to Chris Carson. And that one's just another one for the compilation of times where my greed for hit sticks specifically costs us big yard. Like right there, if it wasn't for Byron Murphy, I was so far out of bounds already with Budda Baker, that would have been a touchdown. It doesn't matter though, because here on 1st and goal, they can just walk in untouched as they literally part the Red Sea for this man to just walk into the end zone. Here on 2nd and 6, an absolute beautiful route ran by none other than Mark Andrews, who had a D lineman on him in coverage, and he absolutely torches him on that corner route. Right here on 1st and 10, whoa. Hey, now, Andy Isabella had a chance to get out of there if that shoelace tackle wasn't made, and we know he has the Jets to beat pretty much anyone down the sideline. Also, speaking of Andy Isabella, actually, this game is technically his breakout game. He has a chance to potentially, just potentially, get up to superstar dev if he gets, I think, 150 plus yards or 3 touchdowns. So far, it's not looking too good for him because we are focused on winning this game more than anything. Yeah, it'd be cool to have superstar dev with him, but the W takes precedence over everything else. We got that touchdown at the end of the first half, and to open up the second half, obviously, we start with the ball right here on 1st and 10. Oh my god, an absolute duck. But Isabella tracks it down and gets us the first down. And here on 3rd and 19, running a little screen, it's Kenyon Drake who gets around a defender and picks up the first down. But you guys see that flag on the play, and I think we know where this is headed. Holding on the offense? Yep. We could have guessed that. 3rd and 29, though. Why are you pressing receivers with a single safety back when they literally have to go 29 yards? Madden makes absolutely 0 sense sometimes, but we will take it. I don't care. That's a free first down that we do not deserve converting on 3rd and forever, and that turns into a touchdown. So there's literally nobody to blame other than the Seahawks defense for that situation. That should have never even been possible. And here on 2nd and 7, Isaiah Simmons with the interception, and we talked about this, that's his second pick 6 in consecutive games. That's what we like to see. Puts us up 35-17 at around halfway through the 3rd quarter. So now, this game that was so close so competitive that entire first half is potentially just about to get out of reach for the Seahawks if they don't come up clutch and make a couple of plays here. Right there on 3rd and 13, I mean, he had nothing down the entire field, so I understand he had to make that pass, but that is not going to get it done when you need 13 yards. That forced a punt, and now here on 1st and 10, it's Christian Kirk, who gets a beautiful block going down the sideline, but gets tackled at around the 48-yard line. Alright, now here on 2nd and 3, has a man wide open on the drag route. It's Mark Andrews, and I swear, man, that tight end drag is money almost every single time. But you know what's not money? Forcing the ball to your tight end when you have no business doing so. That's completely my fault, and we pay because of it. Turnover, interception, the first of the game, and Kyler has been balling this game. I mean, he has 4 touchdowns, 300-something yards. We just didn't need to make a stupid pass like that, and we pay the price. Here on 2nd and 10, beautiful juke by Chris Carson, but that makes it 3rd and inches. No first down for them, but on that slant, they're going to get it. Patrick Peterson, I'm sorry, man. You've been absolutely fantastic for this team your entire career, but that's not it, all right? You're slowing down completely. I feel like you get torched by a new receiver every single game, and it might be time for you to move on. Obviously, you'll finish out the rest of the season. Hopefully, we can three-peat this season, but I guess it doesn't even matter because we're not even playing another season, so who cares? Here on 3rd and 2, they're looking for the end zone, but oh my God, Byron Murphy, how do you make that play? And then here on 4th and 2, big stop by Shaka Toney, forces a turnover on downs at the 2-yard line, and now just looking to get away from the pressure. And I mean, when you need to make a play, there is nobody's number who will be called other than Mr. Christian Kirk. 102nd reception of the season? I don't know. I don't know what that said. I might have been completely blind. But right here, what is Kirk doing? He had a chance to make a play on that ball. Just completely screws it up. And they're going to turn that into a pick 6. Thanks to Kirk just running the completely wrong direction. 35-24, 5 minutes left in the 4th. We're still in control of this game. I mean, don't get me wrong. It will take an absolute choke job, the choke job of the century, to throw this game away. But we're still in control, all right? We're fine. 2-possession game, 5 minutes. If we put points up this drive, they'll make it a 14-point game, and we will be safe. Right here on 3rd and 10, had to get down the field, had no other man, and it just goes right over the head of Christian Kirk. Right here, though, I don't know what the hell Russ is thinking. This is what I was talking about when I said, I mean, Russ can do anything he wants, but that doesn't mean that he won't pay for it. Throws a stupid interception for absolutely no reason, but it doesn't matter because we can't capitalize at all. 3 downs, nothing to show for it, and we punt them right back the football. Right there, Tyler Lockett with a little tippy-toe catch on the left sideline makes it 2nd and 4. And now, across the middle, that is none other than, is that Greg Olsen? No way. Greg Olsen retired. I'm pretty sure that was somebody else. I'm telling you, man, the numbers get confusing this late in the game. Around 3 years in, God knows who's on which team. Everything is all jumbled up. Right here on 2nd and 3 across the middle. I do know who that is because we played them earlier last season. That is none other than Devontae Smith, if I remember correctly. And now, here in crunch time, with less than a minute and a half remaining, looking across the middle, but he is tackled, and that is exactly what we want. Takes even more time off the clock. And now here on 1st and 10, just looking to make a stop, but I got stuck on the D-line, and I was just a second too late. Chris Carson on the little Texas route takes it into the end zone. But hey, they need this 2-point conversion if they want it to be just a field goal game. And we have everything clamped up. He gets taken down by our cornerback. Hassan Reddick, not our cornerback. But they go with the onside kick like they have to, and we recover it. Alright, we're still not out of the woods yet, though, because they have 3 timeouts, and we have not ran the ball well at all. Here on 3rd and 7, looking for the first down, and it gets batted out of his hands. So we punt them the football, and they have a chance to win this game with a touchdown. Right there with around 40 seconds left, he is down inbounds, so they have to go ahead and run that hurry-up offense. That is going to kill them. They have to go deeper down the field. They have to get to that sideline. We'll let them take it across the middle as much as they want. It's about getting in the end zone. They can take as many yards as they want. And here, with 14 seconds, They've already given up and gone into desperation mode. Are you serious? On what will most likely be the final play of the game, heaving it all the way to the end zone, and it bounces around. Oh my god, that was scary. But nobody comes down with it, and that is how we're going to escape with a win in this one. We almost choked it, just almost, but we managed to hold on, and now we improved to 9-3 and have sole possession of the number 1 seed in the NFC. That is it for this one. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.